It's a lot of...
Let's get it, buddy.
Welcome, 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 welcome!
Oh, man.
Okay, so we were kind of right with most of the specs we got in the S20, but
Yeah.
I honestly, and this shows how obsessed we are with EUCs, because I
Yes.
couldn't sleep last night
Yeah.
after the leaks got out early. So exciting. First of all, 3,300 watt hollow motor with sealed bearings.
Say it again.
3,300 watt motor with sealed bearings. So much better than 2,200 watts. So apparently, I'm still a little bit confused on this matter, but Jack told me that the motor is the same as the KingSong motor, except it's hollow bore, so that would mean it's not the same.
S18 motor?
The S18 motor, sorry. And yet it's got a hollow bore, so that's a little bit confusing. So I was under the assumption it was 2,200 watts, but it turns out it's actually 3,300 watts, and he said something along the lines, I'm not an electrical engineer, but this could be because it's a higher voltage going into the motor, which makes it a 3,300 watt motor. Regardless, it's so much better.
Dude, come on.
And now I'm even more excited, and it brings us kind of to the next point of the IP56 rating that nobody's talked about yet.
Yeah, and has been, this is like, just for context, I think EVX is still live right now while we're recording this.
Yeah, Mick is still doing his interview.
We saw the beginning of it, watched probably the first half hour or so, and in that first half hour, they had a bunch of people, including Mark Rebele. Shout out Mark Rebele.
Woo!
Love you. Whacking love you.
We love you. Hope you're watching this.
Yeah, man. Yeah. In that, they had asked a couple people like IP rating, and then Jack responded being like, is it like important enough for us to, is it a smart business decision? IP ratings, if you guys don't know, it's like an actual body, like a governing body. It's like you have to go get the IP ratings.
Certification.
Certification. They're very expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like, does that make sense for the bottom line of KingSong? Jack was kind of positing that it was no. Our response is
yes.
Yeah.
Very much important.
Extremely.
We live in Pacific Northwest. Well, in Canada, it's Pacific Southwest. But for people in the US, it's raining here. We live in a rainforest, and it rains a lot, and it's very important for us to have wheels that are waterproof, or at least you can ride in the rain.
Yep.
So I was talking to Eileen, who's my KingSong rep, and I believe she's been with the company for quite some time now. And she told me they're aiming for an IP56 rating, and they're waiting for the certification from the certifying bodies, the regulator people.
Love you, Jack. Not to step over you, but I mean,
But IP56 means it's better than the V12. It's better than the 9-bot G30 Max, which is one of the most water-resistant scooters out there.
Yep.
So if they get the certification and it passes IP56, this is just like probably one of the best selling points for someone that lives in Vancouver. Everyone in Vancouver will want that wheel.
Seriously. And that's not to say if they don't actually, maybe that's hot air. I don't think it is, not to say that she would do that, but if they don't get the IP56 water rating, it could still be IP57 water rating. It just hadn't passed the certification. Only time will tell how truly water resistant the thing is, unless they get the test, which then is like a fast track to proving that it is indeed at least this protectant against ingress of water, sand, dirt, muck, and yuck.
Regardless, I'm pretty damn excited about it. And the price. So this is the funny thing. We're going to talk about the Begode Hero later on in the video, but the price came out $32.99 as a suggested retail price, US, which would be about 4,200 Canadian. Oh man, that's like less than the Sherman.
Yep.
And you're getting so much more. This, in my eyes, could finally be the perfect EUC. I can't think of anything else you could add to a wheel to make it better. What makes it perfect? Well, let's get into some more of the features.
Yes.
One, smart BMS, an actual smart BMS this time. Hopefully you can check the individual battery cell health. This is just a safety feature. No more wheels catching on fire, hopefully. And there's a lot of safety features that are going to be involved in the smart BMS. When we get more information on it, we'll share it. But that's one of the biggest things I've wanted in an EUC for a long time.
Yeah.
To the average Joe, might not mean much, but if you don't know what a smart BMS is, One Wheels, they have a smart BMS. You can actually monitor every single battery cell, see how the health is. And it's actually helped people fix their One Wheels just by replacing a bad cell or two. Also, the weight, they're guessing, they don't know yet because they don't have a final prototype with all the bells and whistles on it yet. I've seen photos of the prototype and it's just bare bones. It's like battery box, motor, got the handle at the front, they've tested different suspensions, so I've seen videos of them testing different types of suspension. And They're saying the design's not going to blow anyone away, and it's probably not going to look as cool as the renders do, but it's just bare bones. No fluff, no added.
Back to basics.
Yeah, no plastic that's going to fall off or break and just need to keep replacing.
Yep.
Simple design, which is I'm really excited about. And Jack even said it himself, it's going to be somewhat like the Recchio wheel. Easy tire changes, easy repairs. Music to my ears. Also, what did you say? You said something about adjustable pedal height.
Yeah. So 200 and I think you said 231 millimeter pedal height, which is just for context. Also suspension, right? So you step on it, it's going to sink quite a few millimeters. But the Sherman is 170 mil after it was raised. I think the latest one, hopefully I'm not wrong, get me in the comments, 170 mil to my knowledge. So that's a big step up, and it's adjustable 13 mil up and down. So it'll go up to whatever math, 244 and down to 217 or 218 or whatever that would be. 218.
Math goes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not my thing.
No, 28 in physics in grade 10.
A lot of people will be happy about this. Goodbye Lenovo charge ports.
Yeah.
I hate those damn things.
No more laptop. You know, I even say when people are like, how do you charge these things? I'm like, you plug them in just like a laptop, but literally just like a laptop for KingSong. No longer.
Yeah. The other day I dropped the charger head on the metal casing of our plug. It was zap, zap, zap. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize the positive is on the outside.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so they're going to be dual GH16-6, kind of like what you have on a veteran Sherman, I believe. I think it's the same charge port.
Okay,
plug.
yeah.
And they're looking at a 10 amp charging. So right now they're saying it's going to be a 10 amp max charging rate.
12.
No, but
10, right,
yeah,
10, right.
but
Yeah,
they're looking
sorry,
at possibly doing a 12 amp because they're going to ship with a 6 amp charger. So to ship with a 6 amp charger and then have you being able to charge at 10 amps doesn't make much sense because then you need to buy a specific 4 amp charger if you want to do the fast charging.
Which they would have to offer, which you seem would cost more money to them at the end of the day instead of just offering the same one twice. Maybe
or just offering a 5 amp charger and everyone buy a second 5 amp. Seems like, I don't know what they're going with there, but hopefully they can boost that charging up to 12 amps, which 12 amps, I wouldn't even want to charge my wheel with that. It's just going to degrade the batteries quicker.
Good thing we have a BMS to make sure that everything's all good though.
The smart BMS, yes.
No color choices. Red is red. However, he made a great point, Jack made a great point in the still probably ongoing video with EVX at the moment where he's like, the parts are easy to, because it's so modular, you can just pop the parts off and paint them whatever damn color you want. So you want it black, you want it pink, you want it digital camo, you want it Hello Kitty, whatever.
Yeah.
Just take off the pieces and paint it, you know? It's almost like, I figure in that context, you may as well just start it white so it's a good primed color and then people can just paint it whatever freaking color they want.
Well, I'm also going to try to hit them up for the molds and see if we can just do our own custom EVs colors and stuff. I think they'll be able to do that if we're paying for the cost. We're working on a V12 power pad right now that snaps right in. It uses the same functionality that the stock one does. Yeah. So we're working on that right now, and I was able to get the file from InMotion, so that was quite nice. Tires, they've been testing multiple tires on it, and one of my questions was, will the veteran Sherman Kenda knobby tire fit on the S20? Because I feel like that'd be my dream wheel. If I could get the Sherman tire on it.
You think we're going stock street or stock road?
It sounds like they're going, well, same thing. You mean off-road?
Off-road,
but yes, I think they're going to go stock street, but maybe there'll be an option. But they are testing the Kenda tire. Jack said they're going to make sure that it's wide enough in there so you can interchange tires. Luckily, the Sherman one isn't actually too wide, so I'm pretty sure that'll fit. But that's exciting to know that we could probably throw on any tire, and if we get that Kenda tire in there, I'll be stoked. Let's see, the batteries are going to be LG 50 LT 21700 packs. What was the cell count again? Do you remember? 200 cells? It was a lot of cells. It's a lot of battery in there. I'm really excited. That hasn't changed. 2,220 watt hours. Plenty. I don't need much more range than that. They advertise it's going to go 200 kilometers per charge. Come on, if you go, you must be going 20 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, and like a perfect 25 degree, no headwind, tailwind. Mercury is in Gatorade. You know, everything's perfect. Full moon.
Yeah. So other thing is the top speed. 70 kilometers an hour, even though it's capable of hitting at least 85 kilometers an hour, possibly more, because the lift speed is actually 105 kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
And I know we heard Mick talking about you guys need to unlock the speed and like.
Yeah. Put a disclaimer in the app.
Has anyone ever successfully sued you in China? I'm like, well, no, but come on, Mick. It's not them getting sued. It's the dealers, the small businesses. It's us. It's eWheels. It's Yuko.
Yeah.
Come on. It makes sense that they want to be safe. And like
And
one person,
dying,
one person dies
That's
going cutting out at 90 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
And you say the weight's not on them because they have to check a box that unlocks it. But come on, the person who put that feature into the system, and they're going to feel guilty.
It's deeply political when you really think about it.
And it's not about getting sued either. It's about the lives. I don't know. It just seems dangerous. So in my opinion, and some people are going to disagree with us, especially the New York crew. We still love you guys, but we're not speed demons. We don't need 70 kilometers an hour is plenty fast.
Do some hacking, you know.
I prefer safety.
Call up freaking Neo, hack into the Matrix and unlock it yourself. I'm sure you can do it if you really want to.
I'm sure someone will figure it out, and then it's on you if you kill yourself.
That's it. I know Kung Fu.
We might take some hate for that, but
whatever, man. It's just we want to grow the community as much as possible. Safety is a huge part of that. And it's just like, and all aside from that, just like the sign, the picture. I mean, who cares? Someone ripping past you at 70 or 85, it's gonna look terrifyingly fast to them either way. So scratch that point. But still, it's just no.
It's not necessary. Yeah. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Like, I think the majority of people don't need to ride 85, 90 kilometers an hour. Yeah. But being a 3,300 watt motor with 2,220 watt hour battery, this thing's gonna be fast.
126 volt too.
I'm so excited to try this thing out.
Yeah.
It's just for me, I don't need to really ever go that fast, but it's nice knowing I can.
Yeah.
And it gives me, especially for heavier guys like you, it's a little safety margin knowing that you can push this wheel, you can torque it really quickly, and you're probably not going to cut it out. Yeah. That's a very comforting to know.
Absolutely.
So, let's go to the Begode Hero, which we were super excited about. We saw the renders, and then a few days after we filmed it, we saw actual photos of the thing come out. And it didn't look as pretty as the renders, let's just say that.
Not quite.
No.
Not quite. Expectation be reality.
I was told that they only have 4 working prototypes, and they're just prototypes. They're not the final design. They're going to look a little bit different. We're going to get one of those 4. We're probably be the only ones getting them, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah.
I had to work some magic to get these things, get this one. They're going to airship it to me pretty soon. We'll do a review video. We're going to send it a few other influencers down in the US, one in Toronto.
Man. Shout out Electric Roller.
Electric Roller. He's really big on TikTok, and he posts some pretty sick videos of him cruising around the streets of the 6.
Cruising the 6.
The 6.
Yeah.
I almost forgot what their area code was.
What's it? The 7?
So let's take this in context. I'm really disappointed with Begode now because they came in, the wholesale price is so high. It's so much higher than the wholesale price of the S20, so much higher. So there's no way that we're gonna be able to sell the Begode Hero for less than the S20 at this time. But I obviously confronted Begode. I'm like, what are you guys doing with this price? Like, there's no way you're gonna be able to compete with this S20.
What was the Canadian retail price? Or let's say US, because most, I guess,
it's gonna US price gonna be about $4,100 for the
$5,000 wheel.
Yeah, which is gonna be about 5,200, 5,100 Canadian.
Yeah.
And I thought, maybe it's super robust. Maybe there's something that's gonna make it worth that. There's got to be some reasoning. I think the reasoning is because they think that they're gonna be the first. And actually, not think, they are. So here's something we didn't put on our list of talking points. Shipping dates. The S20 is not going to ship, the samples aren't going to ship to the dealers until December, which means if they airship it mid-September, the first samples will hit.
December?
December, sorry. Mid-December. And then that means dealers aren't going to have their actual ocean shipped to their warehouse S20s probably until January, maybe even February. And these companies tell you it's going to ship in this date, and they never ship on time.
So let's call it March, yeah?
Don't get excited. I don't think these are going to ship in December for people. I don't even know if they'll ship in January. So we'll see. Hopefully we get our pre-production sample enough to people can come out to the store, try one out in the city. We'll send one to a few of other cities that we're connected with. And
nothing would make me happier, really, in a weird way, to get this early Begode Hero, which we're getting pretty quick, and ride it and be like, you know what? Holy, this thing is actually worth over $5,000 Canadian.
I mean,
or,
it'd be
you know,
amazing. It's
low
also
fours.
it's also water resistant. But what I wanted to get at with the whole talking point of, we gotta cut this video really quick.
Yeah, UPS.
Yeah. Hey, Dave. Dave, our operations manager,
Love him.
friendly guy,
So cute.
nice butt. Are we allowed to? Is that? We
That's
get
fair.
canceled for that? No, he's got a nice butt.
If you have a nice butt, we make it audibly loud so there's no behind the, you know. And he confirms that it's okay with him by motioning his bum to us, just saying.
We're so canceled. All right. Back to what I was saying. So the Begode knows they're going to be able to ship the Hero far before KingSong ships the S20,
Yeah.
which I think partly why they've jacked the price up.
Yeah.
They're going to change the price. I already talked to them.
Yeah.
The price will go down, but it was supposed to be something stupid like 4,100 US.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be shipping in a month, like 30 days from now.
I don't know. I want to know the logic internally behind that. But like I said, maybe we ride it and it all becomes so clear so
Yeah.
quickly, and it's just like, oh, wow, this is the best wheel
When
by
it's-
far that's ever been on the market. It
Yeah.
deserves a premium price.
We'll see. I don't know. I love Gotway's tuning and everything, so maybe it'll, I don't know, maybe it'll blow my mind. I am excited because it's supposed to be
hoping it
waterproof
does.
as well. But anyways, Begode knows this. If it ships out in 30 days, it means dealers will get them in October or November compared to KingSong S20, which will come out January, February.
Yeah.
So if you're itching for a new wheel, you can buy them both.
Yeah.
Resale value is good on wheels, as most of you probably already know. Specs on the Begode Hero, it's 2,800 watt motor compared to a 3,300 watt S20 motor. So you're less motor.
Yeah.
1,800 watt hour battery compared to a 2,220 watt hour battery. So you're getting less battery. It's 100 volts, less voltage. 18-inch wheel instead of a 20-inch wheel. So people that do prefer a slightly smaller wheel, you might like the Begode Hero.
That would be good. I don't know.
And the weight is supposed to be 80 pounds for a smaller wheel, smaller battery, and the estimated weight for the S20 is going to be around 75 to 80 pounds as well. So everything just sounds worse. But you know, it looks like it has a metal design. I saw a leaked photo. I'll try
Yeah.
to post it up there in a sec. But it looks like there's not much plastic involved, a lot of metal, which could be making it heavier. And maybe
Yep.
this thing is like super robust
Maybe
and
it's
it's
just
meant
an
to be
absolute
like
tank.
Shibby Times
Yeah.
Mike's new wheel.
Could be.
So,
I don't know.
And it seems incredibly torquey. If you saw the Coogee video, he was just like,
Yeah.
so that was kind of cool.
Nice to see Coogee back Coogee.
One thing to note, I think did I talk about it? It's not the final prototype. The four that they had, they only
Right.
have 4 working test models right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
We're gonna get one of them.
Yep.
And it's not the actual final design. And it was quite a lot uglier than the renders.
Yeah.
So
Not to
I
be
eat my words from
talking
the
them,
last
you know,
video,
but-
but no, it's, you know, I'm sure they'll tweak things. And if not, let's be honest, Begode's never been known for their pretty wheels.
No, they're not. They're
And
amazing wheels.
even Jack doesn't think the S20 will be that pretty. It looks pretty in the renders, but it probably will look pretty basic. But you're getting what you need,
yeah.
in my opinion, the perfect wheel.
Yeah.
We covered everything.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. I'm just like, I'm really curious to see how much like the expectation v reality comes from the S20 prototype CAD design that we're seeing and all these sexy eagle, you know, oh, it flies like an eagle videos versus the actual wheel that we're going to get. Really excited to see.
Yeah, I've seen little clips.
I
of
know, yeah, you showed me 'em.
Shellless, yeah,
Yeah.
but like it's not.
No, but I don't care. If it hits those stats, I'm not sitting down at the wheel staring at it going, ooh, well, I'm riding. Well, sometimes, but you know, more often than not, I'm just riding the thing, and that's all you care about at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
if it does what these stats imply it will do, and it stays resistant from ingress,
That's important.
we have a new generation in EUCs.
Do we touch on this a bit more? Jack was saying they actually tested the bearings.
Yeah.
So they like rode in a lot of water and
And just left it.
then left it on its side and let the bearings rust, which they did not. And that was their test. But let's be honest, you're riding the rain every single day.
Yeah.
I don't know how good that test is going to be.
Yeah.
I hope it'll be good enough. But he seemed pretty confident that they weren't going to release a hollow bore motor that had the hollow bore issues.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the other companies claim they've fixed the issues as well. We haven't seen a bearing issue from it's anything we've sold in a long time.
A long time.
They
yeah.
fixed the V11 ones, the new rubber seals on the outer side.
That's true.
The Tesla T3, I don't think it's really meant to be ridden in the rain, but we haven't had any issues with that yet.
No.
But also, it's been pretty dry here, driest summer I can remember here in
Yeah,
Vancouver.
terrifyingly dry in the best way, but horrible for the implications of future generations.
Anyway, my video went from, oh, we were almost closing. Oh, wait, I forgot to talk about something. And then
and back to it.
I
This
think,
could be the next generation of EUCs. And on that note,
I think it's it. I think we covered it.
fucking, let's go.
Hey, Dave, you want to say hi? Dave, come say hi.
Come on.
Come, just look at the camera, say hi.
Hi. What a dork. I love him, I'm kidding.